Welcome to week 7, day 4 of positive, negative, and zero slopes. Still covering SOL 8.16a, where students will recognize and describe the graph of a linear function with the slope that is positive, negative, or zero. For yesterday's independent practice or homework, you were supposed to draw a sketch of a line that has a slope of 0 and describe how you know the slope is 0. So anytime all of your x values are the exact same, there is no vertical change. That is the answer. So any horizontal line that you have drawn on your graph, no matter what point on the y-axis that it's drawn, where all of your x values are the same, then that is an example of a zero slope. Today's objective is I can recognize and describe a line with the slope that is positive, negative, or zero. Materials needed are paper, preferably graph paper, pencil, and a ruler. Review of the vocabulary: linear function, slope, positive slope, negative slope, zero slope, undefined slope, the slope-intercept form of a linear equation, and the y-intercept. Please pause the video at this moment to watch the instructional videos that are attached. Please take notes as you go along, and please make sure that you are watching the entire video so that you'll know how to answer the following instructional independent practice questions. I hope you had a chance to watch the videos and take notes as requested. We are now ready for your independent practice, and here we start with example number 1. Which line has a negative slope? Please make your choice and get prepared to go over your answer with Mrs. Sievers.
And here we are for example 1 solution on day 4. The question asks which line has a negative slope. So thinking back to day 2 here, we are looking for the line in which as you move from left to right, it is falling or moving down or decreasing. So looking at that, for those criterias, we are going to be looking at letter C here as our answer. So as I move from left to right, as my x is increasing, my y is decreasing, and if you put a bike on that line, it would roll straight down that hill there. So letter C has a negative slope.
Example number 2. Which best describes the slope of the line graphed below? Is it A, negative, B, 0, C, positive, or D, undefined?
And then for example 2 solution, we are being asked which best describes the slope of the line that is graphed there. So following from the left, which would be farther down at the bottom of the graph there in the third quadrant, if we follow that line, you'll notice that you're actually moving up. So as my x value is increasing, as I'm moving farther to the right, my y value is also increasing. I'm moving up. So that would be a positive slope.
Example 3. Draw a line through the point of the given type of slope. The first one is positive, the second one is 0, and the third one has a negative slope.
So for example 3, you were asked to draw a line through the point for the given type of slope. So for number 1, we're dealing with positive slope. So given this point right here, we want to draw a line that has a positive slope. So grabbing my ruler, we know that positive slope means that we're going to be going up towards the right. So it should look something like that. And I'm going to go ahead and draw one option for a line here going through that point. So your line could look like that with a positive slope. Also, your line could be a little bit less steep, so it could look more this way, or you could make your line extra steep going this way. Any of those lines work as long as they're going up and to the right. For a zero slope, we're asked to draw the line through the point that's right here. So remember, zero slope, we have a horizontal line. So just one option there, and that horizontal line is going to be going right through that point. So I'm going to go ahead and draw my line there. It's a little bit off, but that's okay. And that is going to be your only option for zero slope through that point. And then negative slope, remember, negative slope is going down, like you go down the stairs. So we're going down and to the right. So through this point right here, it can be all sorts of different types of lines, just like we had with the positive slope. So I'm going to go ahead and draw one option there, put my arrows on both sides. It can be a little bit more steep, so looking more like this, or it can be less steep, looking more like this. So any of those are valid options as long as it's going through that point and it's going down and to the right.
For your practice and homework, please look at the 6 diagrams that are given, and it says which word best describes the slope of each of the lines graphed below, positive, negative, or zero. We'd ask that you please label all 6 of the graphs accordingly. We will go over these answers at the top of tomorrow's session. Now we'd ask that you please log into your Dreambox account and please complete at least one lesson. Remember, Dreambox is located in your Clever account. Thanks for joining us today, and we will see you tomorrow.